I have such a treat for you today that will completely change how you create content. I'm going to walk you through a fast, realistic workflow for creating professional-looking reels and TikToks with captions baked right in, without hiring a full-time editor. I started noticing this clean, swipe-stopping format from top creators across the industry. The short-form videos that stand out often have tight hooks, on-brand captions, and little motion pops that make you want to keep watching. I wanted that aesthetic too, but I certainly didn't want to be paying someone thousands a month to churn out content. So I built a DIY process that's repeatable, fast, and, spoiler, relies on smart software to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. I'll show you exactly how I shoot, how I prep, and how I turn one long recording into multiple post-ready clips that are captioned and scheduled automatically. If we haven't met yet, hi! I'm a brand-focused content strategist who obsesses over psychology, storytelling, and small production setups you can manage on your own. Stick around if you want more practical, no-fluff tips delivered straight to you. First, let's take a quick look at the minimal gear and setup that I use for these recordings. You can absolutely do all of this on your phone, and I'll cover phone-only hacks, but I like to push quality when I can by using a dedicated camera. I always film vertically for social media platforms, even with a nicer camera, because that vertical content wins in the feeds. I stream my camera directly into the computer, using specialized software so I never have to bother with slow SD cards anymore. My sound runs into a professional podcast microphone, or I use a small lavalier mic if I happen to be on the move. For lighting, I use a couple of inexpensive softboxes positioned to create nice separation between me and a darker background wall. If you don't want all that complexity, a simple phone on a tripod with a small ring light and a lav mic will upgrade your quality enough to look great. Okay, let's talk filming tips, because short-form success boils down to 3 essential things: a hook, a clear structure, and edit-friendly delivery. You must plan a sharp hook, because you have about 1 to 3 seconds to truly capture a viewer's attention. After that initial grab, you should deliver either one crisp, main idea, or a quick, easy-to-follow list format. This keeps viewers engaged and makes it incredibly easy for any editing tool to slice the footage into perfect bite-sized clips. When I'm filming, I place simple note cards right in front of me with my hook and the 3 main points I need to hit. I consciously talk at a good, steady cadence and actively avoid those long, painful pauses while recording. But let's be real. Humans naturally pause, stumble, and say filler words sometimes, which is where smart editing tools really help us out. Here's the exact workflow I use once that full recording is finally sitting on my computer. First, I perform a quick rotate and export at 1080p if the original file came out sideways from my camera. Next, I upload the entire long recording directly into the specialized editing application for processing. Now, this upload step is the part that saves me an absolutely incredible amount of time every single week. I used to use tools like a specific transcript editor for fine-grain word edits, but it still required a lot of manual trimming to isolate the viral moments. Other mobile apps are fantastic for on-the-go work, but you are still doing all the selection and timing manually unless you use specific features. Industry-grade software can do virtually anything, but it costs significant time and requires a steep learning curve for simple tasks. The Smart application, however, scans the whole recording, identifies high engagement moments, and automatically generates ready-to-post clips for you. It pulls out all those key highlights so I don't have to waste time combing through every single minute of footage myself. It also creates fully captioned versions right away, with the text embedded and timed perfectly to match the audio. Captions are absolutely non-negotiable on social media because so many people scroll through their feeds with the sound turned off. If you're obsessive about perfect punctuation or phrasing, you can still open the transcript and make small tweaks, but the initial captioning is usually clean enough. Then, I quickly skim through the clips to remove any long, awkward pauses or repeated filler phrases to ensure the final cut is snappy. For very short clips under 60 seconds, I will remove any unnecessary transitions and keep only the main hook and the core point. This keeps the resulting content usable across Reels, Shorts, and TikTok without needing any extra formatting steps later. Next, I love adding a little emojis or custom icons directly onto keywords for extra visual emphasis. In more manual workflows, I would have to do that in separate programs, which creates a painfully slow export and import loop every time. This platform provides brand templates, so my captions, fonts, and colors can all match my visual look automatically. It even has simple word-level animation where the spoken word lights up as you say it, which is a tiny detail that makes captions feel super polished. If you want to illustrate a specific point, you can drop short B-roll clips or relevant stock snippets right into the main timeline. You can certainly do this manually, of course, but keeping those small visual edits in one place is a huge advantage over juggling multiple apps. Exporting and scheduling is another area where this streamlined process really stands out from the crowd. After all the creative edits are finalized, you can export clips individually or let the tool auto-schedule them across all your social platforms. You simply tell it as a preferred posting frequency, choose your platforms, and it queues and posts everything for you automatically. Compare that to exporting, manually transferring files to your phone, uploading, and writing captions. It's significantly faster when the scheduling is automated. If you truly despise the administrative side of content creation, that centralized scheduling calendar view is an absolute game changer. Let me show you this with a concrete example of a quick 3-minute recording I recently made on gift ideas. In the old way, I would transcribe, cut, export, add captions, animate them, and then schedule every single post, which easily took many hours. With this new system, I uploaded the long file, and it immediately surfaced clips like the gift of time, the gift of space, and the gift of intelligence. Each one became a short, perfectly captioned clip with word-level highlights and a relevant emoji ready to publish right away. Here are a few real-world comparisons, so you know exactly what you are getting into with different software options. One specific editor is amazing for deep text-based edits, great for audio work like podcasts, but still requires manual effort to pull out many social clips. Another is perfect for on-the-go mobile editing and visual effects, but you still do the caption syncing and timing manually on a small screen. Industry-grade software offers immense control and a huge number of features, but it has a steep learning curve and is frankly overkill for daily clip churning. Hiring a human editor provides excellent creative taste and polish, but it becomes both expensive and slow if you need a steady cadence across multiple channels. This automated solution isn't magic that replaces all human taste. You still need to make the final creative calls on your content, but it dramatically cuts down on the repetitive busywork by finding the best moments, auto-generating captions, and handling the entire scheduling process. A few more essential production tips are worth mentioning while we are on the subject of optimizing for views. Always hook them early by starting with a strong promise or a surprising statistic that tells people exactly why they should stay for the next few seconds. Keep your sentences punchy because long, meandering lines are much harder for the auto-clippers to detect as a single valuable moment. Use a consistent brand font and a specific color palette across all your output for maximum professional recognition. Add those little visual cues sparingly, like a suitcase icon for travel or a light bulb for a new idea, to add context and personality. To summarize the workflow, film vertically, upload the long take, let the tool auto-find the best clips, review captions, make tiny creative edits, and then schedule everything. In most cases, I can go from a 10-minute long recording to 8 ready-to-post clips in under an hour, including all caption checks and scheduling. If you are an entrepreneur watching this, what is the one gift you would actually love to receive? Let me know down in the comments section. Also, if you want to try this exact process yourself, look into tools that will help you automate the editing and posting steps. This specific solution is what I lean on because it finds the viral moments and handles scheduling without ever breaking my creative flow. Final thought. You don't need Hollywood-level gear to be seen, but you absolutely need repeatable systems to publish content consistently. If you can record once and publish many times from that single source, you are going to win in the long run. Use a decent microphone, film vertically, plan your hook plus 1 or 3 points, and let smart tools do the heavy lifting so you can focus on ideas. Happy creating, and please tell me how this new workflow goes if you decide to test it out for yourself.